What if, for 1 week, you don't ride like an amateur, but instead ride like a pro? A top level, top of the range Pinarello Dogma F race bike to ride, team cars and mechanics following you, perfect routes, world-class food, custom clothing to wear, daily post-ride massages, the best 5-star hotels in the region, airport transfers, and coffee stops in places you didn't know existed. Sounds pretty amazing, right? And late last year, I got to experience what might be the ultimate cycling holiday experience with Ingamba. And honestly, it completely reset what a cycling holiday experience should be for me. And this is what it's all about. Check out the road. It's magnificent. Alongside the ocean, no traffic on the road to bother us. And the road just curls around the mountain here, up and down, swooping left and right. Just perfect. A perfect experience on the bike. What a trip that Ingamba put on. An amazing experience. Pro luxury, no decision making to worry about. Just get on your bike and pedal and enjoy the landscape, the scenery and the culture. Ingamba run trips all over Europe in some amazing destinations, and late last year in September I experienced their Catalonia trip, starting on the edge of Girona, iconic Mecca for cyclists, and working our way up the coast into Costa Brava. There's some of the best riding in the world here, an amazing coastal road with stunning views, flat roads, rolling roads and lumpy hills as well, and perfectly smooth roads, lovely weather at the time of year, just a perfect cycling paradise. And what's amazing about Ingamba, it's not just the destinations, but the whole experience, the whole package. You are looked after from the moment you wake up to the moment you go to bed, with breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks and ride food. Your bike is kept in perfect working order, cleaned after every ride. You get custom clothing. The level of detail, the attention to detail is just first class. It is like being a pro cyclist. All you have to do is turn up with your pedals and ride a bike all day and enjoy some amazing food and lovely company and have an amazing experience as I did last year. What's truly special about Ingamba's cycling trips is the fact you're treated like a pro. It's as close as we'll get to being a pro in terms of the level of support you get. And you are looked after from the moment you wake up, from breakfast through to lunch and dinner. Everything on the bike and off the bike is cared for, so you don't have to worry about anything other than riding the bike. You can just enjoy riding the bike, enjoy the views, enjoy the company, enjoy the experience, and not worry about all the stress that usually comes with a cycling holiday. There's full on-the-road support with team cars following you for mechanical support, extra food if you need it, or they can carry jackets and cameras for you as well. And every time we stop at a coffee shop, they set up the bike stands and you get off the bike and they take the bike for you, make sure it's all working okay and lube the chain if it needs it. And there's all manner of food to choose from gels to homemade rice cakes and pastries and lots of drinks as well to keep you fueled up for a day's ride. There's no navigation stress either. The routes for every day are carefully planned for you. You're given a briefing in the morning about today's route and how long it is and the climbing to expect and the views to enjoy. And then you have a ride leader who is, by the way, an ex-pro with some notable stage wins to their name to guide you throughout the day as well. So all you have to do is just follow the ride leader and worry about just pedaling the bike and enjoying the views and having a great time. And Ingamba really cares about the little details, really small little details as well. And one experience that stood out for me as an example of this, we had been riding, I think Wednesday or Thursday, we had some rain, not heavy rain, a bit of drizzle, and we stopped for a mid-morning coffee, went into a bar for coffee and a little cake, and I came out and it had been drizzling, and I fully expected to wipe the saddle dry before I jumped on the bike, but the saddle was dry because the mechanics had beat me to it. The mechanics had dried the saddles and the bar tape on the bikes, so we didn't have to worry about that at all, which I normally would when riding around here in the Cotswolds. That's a tiny little detail that you wouldn't expect them to really consider, but they had done. And that really, for me, got across a point that Ingamba care about the smaller details to create that pro level experience. It goes without saying that the riding on offer in the Costa Brava and around Girona is genuinely world class, and every destination that Ingamba goes to, there's a tremendous amount of local knowledge to find, discover the best roads in the region to create the ultimate cycling experience. And there's no need to worry about the navigation, the route planning. You can follow a route on a Garmin provided by Ingamba as well, or just follow the group and the ride leader who is an ex-pro as well. So that kind of adds to the experience as well. So no worry about where to go, planning a route on Strava or Commute, just the routes are planned for you and they are fantastic routes. And when you are going somewhere new, go to a new location, it is quite stressful trying to find the routes for that area and the best riding. You have a small amount of time and you don't want to waste that time with rubbish routes or rubbish roads or busy roads. So Ingamba go to the next level in terms of route planning and making sure that every mile you ride is on an amazing road, a quiet road, traffic free, with amazing views, not have to worry about that navigation stress that is a big factor when you go on holiday on your own. And the routes are designed not just for distance, not about maximizing the distance, but for the flow of the route and iconic climbs and amazing views and perfect smooth surfaces and quiet mountain passes. Really the best the region has to offer. And when you're not riding your bike, the food and recovery is next level. You have a daily post-ride massage by an ex-World Tour masseuse, and that really ensures you are fully recovered from one day to the next. And having a proper professional level sports massage after a ride is a game changer. It really does make a big difference to your ability to recover and ride as fresh as possible the day afterwards. It just makes you feel amazing. It makes you feel like a pro getting that level of support. And then the food is just tremendous. You are put up in the best hotels in the region with amazing breakfast, amazing lunch, and they find some amazing restaurants for the evening meals as well. Not just average food, but spectacular food. And the food, when you go on a holiday, the food the region has to offer is a big part of that holiday experience. The riding is important, the miles and the climbing, of course, but the food off the bike is really important as well. And that creates that whole wonderful experience of an amazing time on the bike, but an amazing time off the bike, eating some amazing food from that region and make sure you're fully recovered for each day's riding. And one other nice detail is when you finish the ride and literally the moment you get off the bike, before you've unstrapped your helmet, a team staff is passing up a bottle of electrolytes to consume straight after the ride to ensure your recovery starts the moment you finish riding before you go into lunch. So, like I say, every detail is looked after. You are treated like a pro during the whole time on the bike and every second off the bike as well. That attention to detail also removes all the stress that normally goes hand in hand with booking, planning your own cycling holiday experience. And that meant I found I could ride harder and feel fresher every day and enjoy the ride more than normally. Because all that stress of planning and organising a trip is gone. They've done it all for you. All you have to do is worry about riding your bike and enjoying riding your bike. There's no stress about the route. There's no worry about your bike. Is your bike clean? Are there any mechanical issues? The chain needs lubing? Do you have a flat tyre? And you're looked after on the bike as well with a team car following you with full support in terms of mechanics on hand. And you've got food in the car. You've got spare jackets in the car in case the weather changes. So you don't have to worry about carrying loads of food, loads of clothing, and being a good mechanical person to make sure your bike is in good working order. All that taken care of. So you literally get on the bike and pedal your bike and not worry about all that stuff. And that reduces stress, improves the experience, and that leads to it being the ultimate cycling getaway. And because you're fully recovered from that massage, you've had some amazing food and you don't have to stress and you're not tired from planning the trip and worrying about your bike and everything else on the route, you feel fresher and you ride harder and have more energy in reserve to actually enjoy the climbs, the iconic mountain climbs they put on for you on that route, and just ride stronger and just feel better on the bike. As well as making you feel like a pro on the bike, Ingamba also removes all the friction of travel and therefore all the stress is gone. All you have to do is book an airline ticket to the airport and everything taken care of. The airport transfer, your luggage is transported for you and moved into your hotel room. There's no worry about taking your bike in a box and will it be in one piece when you get there. No anxiety around the route planning, what the hotels will be like. Just all that logistic chaos normally brought about by planning your own cycling trip is gone completely, and just makes it a stress-free week on the bike. I can't really get across just how much Ingamma does to remove all that friction, all that stress, to ensure you just have the most wonderful experience. And like I say, it's like being a pro. Pros are treated like something special. They just turn up to the race as fresh as they can be, and the same for Ingamma guests as well. They are as fresh as can be when they jump on the bike in the morning, because all that stress from the logistics and traveling is gone, taken care of. Just enjoy riding the bike, and that's how it should be. Riding a bike is a wonderful thing, but all the stress and everything else that usually comes with planning a trip can get in the way of enjoying that bike ride. And honestly, it felt less like a holiday and more like stepping into a version of cycling you always imagined. And if all this sounds appealing to you, then join me and Ingamma in Tuscany this April for a magical week in one of my favourite places in the entire world. This region of Italy has some of the best riding in the world, lovely rolling roads, and set one of the prettiest landscapes this side of the Cotswolds. The trip runs from the 5th to 11th of April, and there's still a few places left if you want to join me for a week of cycling in Tuscany. Full details at the link down below, and also details about other Ingamma trips available around Europe as well. But definitely join me in Tuscany if you can. It'd be great to see you there. So big thanks to Ingamma for sharing their unique cycling experience with me and giving me that insight into what being a pro is like. And I'll see you in Tuscany very, very soon. But that is all today. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you all very soon, and hopefully in Tuscany next month.